Hello and welcome back, guys, to another episode of our ThisIsTotalWar campaign with the Eastern Roman Empire. So, we are beginning this episode by looking to unite the province of Caucasia by taking down KOTAIS as well. I already went ahead and recruited one of those Persian mounted warriors and another Persian brigade, just to be on the safe side here. We are going to do this one manually, so let's begin. Right, let's begin and see how things are looking. So yes, the Armenian spears, Persian scouts, they were coming out for a while. And I would probably not say that we recruited them just to be certain of victory here. The victory could have been achieved regardless, even though it would actually likely to be a Pyrrhic one. Put the spears with them to protect. But there is a but, because we want to keep them in a good enough shape. We could storm in with our cavalry here. This was good. That we get to divert their Persian bowmen. They're basically the biggest threat here. Okay, yeah. Got to move these guys. So we are looking to either... We are just going to keep 2 of the cav units and only 2 of the Persian brigade. So we'll merge them together or just sacrifice these guys. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. And these skirmishers are not very likely to stay either. Bring you forward. Bring you forward. And if I can, I will try to keep... Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get rid of him. Yeah. You can see they are the ones taking the fire, so for now. But also the Persian scouts. So perhaps, just perhaps, we should send these guys in here. I'm very, very tempted. Very, very tempted.
Orders, my lord. General! Orders, savior! Brigade! And the double!
Persian scouts are soon to be done for. Soon. Same with the Armenian spears. Okay. You know what? You could hang back a bit, I think, and take the healthy one and the Persian scouts. Oh, let's get it done. Let's get it done.
We will darken the skies. Brigade!
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let those guys take the tower.
Brigade!
Really good.
Time is through. Quick march!
Yeah, move in.
Quick march!
You keep firing on them.
Wait! Quick march!
You move here as well. You move up front. There are these 2.
Skirmishers!
Don't care about that. Obviously, we're sacrificing them.
As you say.
You're not going to survive it, are you? No.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
They're in a good shape. Let's send in those guys as well.
Warriors on Christ.
Well, well, well. Look at this. Now we need to take them down. We need to take them down.
We are at your command.
just at the border. Come on. Yeah, we have the Armenian spears there as well. Just need to keep them from. No, you're so vulnerable to missile fire.
Their tower has been destroyed.
Good
This
stuff.
bodes well.
Good stuff. You team up now, guys. Make them shatter, and then we're going to get the hell out from that tower. Good. You guys. You go here. Oh, we have the barricade. Shit, he's actually coming for us. Then we need to send you guys in. I prefer not to use the Legos. Come on, let's go. You need to turn back and fight. Damn it. Not perfectly executed, but these kinds of fights are quite tricky many times. Go, shatter, good. Need to have you going around. Oh, you know what? You're actually needed here, probably. If you can send your jabs over like that, that'd be perfectly fine. Come on, rally. Shatter them. Yeah, just send them in. We can deal with them in the meantime. Good. Now, disengage and get around. Disengage and get around.
The men are broken and running for their
Oh
lives.
well. Send you guys in as well. It's only them left.
Turns in our favor.
We might have lost one Lanciari Senores as well. We're going to do the first charge. So yes. Basically sacrificing the herders as well, but I wasn't quite sure if we're going to keep them as well. Costly fight, looks like.
An entire unit has perished.
Not a perfect charge, but good enough. Good enough. 4 rank deep. Alright, send them in. There we go. Not pretty. Not pretty. But yet a victory. Let's end it. Pyrrhic even. Heaven's sake. I'll take everything back. We are happy to have recruited those units. Oh, Jesus. Not even... Oh, well. Peacefully occupy this.
At your command.
Peacefully occupy it. And... population surplus, yes. Yeah.
Commander.
Very well. A good settlement here as well. We are going to dismantle pretty much everything. This we would kind of like just to switch it over. We are minus 44 noble estate. Oh, this does provide some good public order and tax rate. But we can't upgrade it. We are not going to repair it, so we are going to downgrade it. Same thing with this one. That's not what we need. So here then, the camel herd does provide good stuff. So Just leave it as it is, to be honest, and let it repair itself. It's not even that badly damaged. Everything counts. So we should probably repair this. Thing is, we have a rebellion coming, and I would be very surprised if it spawns anywhere but here. And I actually think with a couple of towers, if we have a tower left, maybe one or two, and a decent amount of legios, we could possibly pull off a win. Because I am relying on that they will attack directly at the end turn. But the thing is, these guys could also go in and help, and that would mean we are screwed. So I think it's too much of a risk to repair this. And I want to keep it at the second tier. On the other hand, we have the town. Because the main thing I want to do it for is the growth bonus. This does provide yeah, 2 to growth. And yeah, it's not no dismantle. We kind of a luxury we can't afford. At least not in this area. Upgradable? Oh, horse breeding. Cool. Cool. So we are now going to need to recruit some more troops. I'm not comfortable with one Lanciati Signore, so we're going to recruit one. I'm going to merge them or keep them both. Let's keep them both.
At your command.
Let's disband you. Let's keep the herders. Yes. So let's march to our armies and see where we are going to need to recruit and all that stuff. Yeah, definitely here. Definitely here. Or we can actually start with this. So kind of a small recap. Yeah, quite a extensive recap, I guess. Pyrrhic victory. Opponent Lazica. Oh, and the Huns declared war against the Venetians. That's good for us. We have raiding in Marcianopolis. Or was that? Yes. You have the Gepids here. You have rebels in Syria. And this was the army I was thinking of. And I'm quite surprised, or should I be? Perhaps not, because we are at the second tier and we have a fleet. So that's why they are going full stack. But when they become a full stack, that actually increases the risk. This is... I'm not entirely confident. It solely depends on their army composition. But we're not screwed either. Arabia Felix, yes, here is that. Yeah, we have a couple of situations, especially here in the south. With I have been thinking this through a bit, and I will get there eventually. I have a plan. Don't know if it's the right one, but it's that's the one I'm going for. Oh, this is something we would like to give our guy here, depending. We already have that, or do we? Neighborhood boss. Neighborhood boss. It was the same, right? No? Oh yes, it was just the other one around. Yeah, I can't see the difference. You do? You will think I'm rather stupid at this very moment. No, but there wasn't a difference. Ladder. Campaign spawning chance, campaign line of sight. Oh, charge bonus for infantry units, melee attack +5 for infantry units. That's good. Heroic principles. Which kind of households do we have here? I would guess... No, it's not here. +10 to morale. Okay. Well, yes, please. Yes, please. That's a good household. And yeah, we have demolished the Greek chapel in Dardania. Looking to shift some things around. Arabia, Mania, and Egyptus. Some farms. They're right there. Army recruited. Yeah. Food shortage, yeah. Gracchus. You're ranked up. Integrity. Let's go with corruption here. We should go one of each. We strive for this one down here. So let's go grab that one. Doesn't really matter, but that reducing corruption is good. Purpurea.
Ready for battle.
Oh well. Must have been... I guess we have done that already. Alright. Yeah, and here we go as well. Preventing... No, not facing rebellion here at the moment. We have Armenia close by. Bit of an X factor how strong they have become. If they have a full stack yet or not, but... I have my doubts. Trade gain. Dogfight, yep. Okay, good. So, let's continue. We also have one of our spy and one of our priest injured at this very moment. You are going to continue crossing the Nile here. Or not the Nile. Yeah, I can't remember at this very moment. Because here we will actually invest a bit of money. We will invest a bit of money. As I was speaking of the previous episode, mainly because of the... we need to counter the religious differences. So bringing our spy here again to the 20%, and we have the urbanization edict, so an additional 10%. So we have a 30% discount. That's the best discount we can hope for in order to get stuff done. And we are 95 food. We should straight up go for the capital, and I'm also going to go for the Greek Hermitage. Yeah, because yeah, I think it will be worth it, and we will increase our research rate, which if we want to keep on improving that, now's kind of the time. So that's what we're going for. The difference is we get additional 1 to the influence for Greek Christianity, and we also get +1 to Greek Christianity because of the religious osmosis. That's not too bad. Not too bad. And we kind of want to build... We want to upgrade this. And in order to do so, we need to switch this over to a waterworks. I guess we should do that now as well. Our saved up money is going away. Going away. Could invest in an additional farm. Just because it's very cheap to do so now. Autumn 2 seasons. By 2 seasons from now, he will have moved on. And we will also switch the edict now to divine liturgy. Yes, right. So here, let's bring him over to here, and I'm hoping. I was hoping to get a look on Hira. Ah, very well. Very well. In spy the population.
How can I serve you?
You stay as you are.
Reporting.
Here. Do our plans. Do our plans.
Steady as we go.
Minus 12. We're actually going to push it here a bit.
Set up a blockade.
But for now, just maintain the blockade. Maintain the blockade. And we can just stop here and talk about the situation a bit. Because, as I said, we have an issue here. We are being besieged by Mazun. We also have the Lakmid separatist here.
Commander.
And we do have the Vandals to deal with over in this area, and they are growing stronger by the turn. So what to do here? We can't recruit another general without disbanding one. Problem has been, in my mind, which one to disband. And which army should I move? This army across, or should I move it south? Either way we choose, we put one region at risk. So I'm kind of choosing here to try to grasp or to deal with the Vandal threat. So we are going to get you out at sea. Simple as that. What I believe that will trigger, these guys to go back. And worst case scenario here then is that we lose Yatrib, which is not so too bad. We can always deal with them later on. But we still need to have something coming these guys' way. We have 2 turns until they start suffering attrition. We can't fight them. We can't push out. But we have a kind of an easy going if they would attack at the end turn. We would be able to deal with that. Keeping the large army here also, I think, would kind of trigger them to go to here. That's what I suspect. I'm not certain about that. But this is what we're going for. So what we're going to try to do is recruit a general here. And kind of start recruiting and adapt to the situation that presents itself at the next end turn. If they turn back or if they reinforce or whatever. We will see. And I was thinking, yeah, because we want to sacrifice him. We want to sacrifice Eutropius. We can just push out here. We could actually do that. Let's look at the odds. Okay, they look horrible, but they're not as horrible as they look. Because this general could easily beat the Desert Spears. And the Mercenary Onager, yes, kind of a problem. Thing is, could win this fight. It's actually, we have a much better chance than it would say. I would say probably around maybe here, maybe, I don't know. But that's not what we're going to do because of one single important reason, and that's every turn we keep these guys here, we keep one stack of the Garamantians occupied. So that kind of frees up some space for us to go on the offensive here. But this is not... It's a good thing if we could keep him here for at least one more turn. So Gaius Barba. Let's say we need to make sure that we have 50%. Yes, we're going to suffer attrition. But this is what we're going to do. Not forced march, not ambush. Fortify.
Get the fortifications ready.
Yes, get the fortifications ready. Start recruiting one. We have one Desert Spear. We're pushing the positions in order to get to Garama. There might be a window of opportunity to get to Garama. And if we could get Garama, we would have an easier time to defend against the Garamantians. Or we could, if we don't, we might just find ourselves in the same situation in a few turns again. Having take back Ptolemy and all that. We're going to push the offensive with this fleet here. So the army we are going to disband is actually this one. I can't find any other one to do, honestly.
We hunger for battle.
Or we're just taking too long. That's the problem. It would just take him too long, and he would suffer attrition. I was thinking maybe we don't need to. Maybe we could just kind of march. I would prefer to keep him because I don't want to get rid of the Legios. We have the Lakhmids here. They're just sitting here. I don't really know if they are bugged out or something.
At your command.
They're probably going to attack,
For
but
orders.
I think we can deal with
Hunger
it.
for battle.
I think. Let's disband them. Let's be done with it. And in Yatrib, we're not raising the forces in Eudaimon because that will only trigger the Arabian rebels to get even stronger. That's not what we're going to do. And even though I do not prefer to use Hadrianus because of his high influence, hang on, Caesarius. Why not him? Why not him? There's a reason to that I don't currently know, because we have a governor. Is it because... No, cav unit? Perhaps he is the guy then. Perhaps he is the guy. Slightly confused at the moment. Oh, let's keep that, I think. Governed province, no. Well, no. Let's use this guy here. I could get that instead. No. Recruitment cost. Prosthetic hand. Let's use that.
At your command. Set up the
Good.
walls.
And recruit one. That's
It's
the
a good life.
only one we are allowed to. And in order to prevent them from picking up the mercenaries, I think we need to pick them up this turn. Spending all that money. Spending all that money. Oh, well, what to do? So yeah, that's kind of the situation. Now let's have a look on the other generals. Probinus,
Ready
yes.
for battle.
Caesarius, let's keep you here. Nanenius, stay strong. Scaeva, don't want to disband him. He is an important outpost here in Nisibis. Even though the White Huns have turned east a bit. Looks like Spahan is the next region to go desolate. They're wreaking havoc here. So I don't think the Sassanids can recover from this. Or perhaps they can. But Atropatene might be stronger.
At your command.
Let's have a look on
Ready for battle.
Arbela.
Ready for orders.
Oh, well.
None will escape.
Oh, well. What result? Close and sack the city. Barely anything. Barely anything.
Ready for
Let's
orders.
get back to Nisibis. Have him replenishing. Yeah, that might... maybe that was the wrong move. It will show itself if we are going to be attacked soon. Here we are.
For death!
Once again being besieged by the Huns, kind of being pinned down by them. Slightly annoying.
Ready for battle. I'm afraid we cannot.
Right, so we pushed him back at least further.
Advance.
So perhaps that will prevent them
Set
from
up the watch.
besiege it at least. Who knows? Who knows?
Ready for orders.
And Barba, you're over here.
your command.
Rufinus. Recruiting
With
Arcadius.
hunger for battle.
You need to swing back. You need to swing back. Get back here into reinforcement range.
Do it, men.
Hang on.
Ready for orders.
Wasn't on force march, no. 16.
We need
Let's have
good
one
fighters.
Lanciati Senores recruited. I'm hesitant to upgrade these guys just yet. Eventually we will do so as well. Just not now. 4,700. I would like to get that library. Would really like to get that library. Well, how about that? So we're making a push with the research rate. It's going to take 4 turns. I mean, the woodworks changing, that one can wait. Yeah, one more turn, you know. And let's get Hadrianus to Egyptus. That's the next region we actually need to do some investment in. Once we reconquer Oxyrhynchus and get our spy back up here. So in the meantime, while we wait for that, we will boost the growth in this region. That seems like a fitting option. Well, alright.
Forming a blockade.
We're going to do a couple of rinse and repeat here. Let's do the first one. Alright then, let's begin the battle and push forward. I'm choosing to show you the first one of these. In case you don't know, this is kind of one of those cheese tactics I use. Now the thing is, we only have one artillery crew. But what we can do here is sending them forward to do some
The enemy
damage.
draws near.
What we need to be
The odds are against us. We are outnumbered.
careful about
Commander.
is not losing any ship. If we lose one ship, we will be punished for it.
Ready for orders.
How far do they reach? They reach. Yeah, so this area is very clear. Usually, I don't think that's the case. Like a Targan,
Can wait.
or on many occasions that is not the case. Where you can walk up freely without destroying a tower. But we need to keep our eye on this.
Moving out.
Let's keep it on the fast forward. We don't want to destroy this entirely because I actually plan on occupying it. But hang on. Ah, yeah. A couple of flaming rounds don't hurt.
Ready and awaiting orders. Set orders. Artillery ships reporting. Awaits your command. Firepower ready. Your orders? Jesus of Christ!
Right, as you can see, we are getting the draw by doing like this. In this case, barely worth it, only 74 men killed, so that was a very low yield operation. But honestly, it was because of these ships bugging out. So I will do this a couple of times more and see if we could get a higher yield instead. And in the next episode, we'll continue just here. I want to thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave that like if you did. And until the next one, have a good one.